there. And then he went to Boston College and that's where I went. I went to Boston University and
Şimdi balık think you're right. That would be great. I did general stuff. So. I find the big wild.
Sistem positive.
With Becky, I told her. So an hour into the meeting, last 7:38. She emailed Ray and says, check with Becky. It's 8 seconds in there. She said that, but we've done it. Leah comes in and get a chance to speak and we say, Dave's too far away. No, that's fine. That's fine. We'll take those. I said, team knows. Somebody with Leah. They used to need a copy of this stuff. Email, so she didn't get it. But you know, something happened. So they I think I'm with Cal came down to the night. Everybody was. Emails. Yeah. I think Emily Green.
Yeah.
This regular meeting for February 20th, 2024 is now in session. Please rise to the pledge of allegiance to the flag. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. To the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Good night, Sherry. We'll call the roll.
Councilmember Felton. Here. Bascaluti.
Here.
Morante.
Here.
Mizan.
Yes.
Morris.
Here.
Fernhagen.
Here.
Roberts.
Here.
Roney.
Here.
Sarwar.
Yeah.
Lolo.
Here,
President Pietro.
Here.
Quorum present.
Can I have a introduction and a second to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the January 8th and 16th meetings and place them on file? Dewan and Shershah. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Similarly, committee reports have been put on file. Can I have an introduction and a second to accept? I mean, to put on file the committee reports. Shershah? Margaret? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we have a bunch of communications. I point out a couple that are important. Well, they're all important, but the audit, which we're gonna talk about at the first finance meeting. The design for the Paddock Place, Jocelyn Place, proposed pedestrian path. The resume of the person we're nominating for community member of the IDA. And over roughly 77 letters concerning the ceasefire, 7 letters concerning our resolution on 11 Warren Street, and the annual drinking water report. Can I have a motion and a second to receive the communications and place them upon Margaret and Dominic? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? The motion carries. Next, we have our bills. Michael, would you please post them? Questions from council members?
I have a question.
Okay.
I'd like to know more about the CDBG housing, where we're standing in repairs. I guess I should ask.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. We're sending
Yeah,
the houses?
yes.
That's not allowed by the grant. We're not allowed to identify the houses.
No, I know. I was part of the committee.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, I want to know how far the repairs have been, what has been
Oh, I
done.
think most of them are done.
So I should be asking Ms. Tulo?
I'm sorry, what?
I should be asking Ms. Tulo?
Yeah, she would know. But I think she, there's some that are not finished, and we had to add some extra money. Right.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't they have 5 and 2 were completed and 3 were?
Is that what it was?
Mhm.
There you go. But Michelle will know.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions on bills? Can I have an introduction in a second? Mark and Trisha. All those in favor of paying the bills, signify by saying aye. Oh, I'm sorry, roll call vote.
Councilmember Felton. Aye. Bascaluti.
Aye.
Morante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris. Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roney.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Lolo.
I think I have to abstain because I'm one of the people getting paid from the bill, or no?
Not really, no.
Okay, fine. Aye.
He's visible. Sorry.
We have to see you then.
President DePietro.
Aye.
Carried.
Okay, we're gonna go right to the ceasefire resolution. Since that's what the highlight of the night. For some. We need a, no, we need a- no. Council members, do you want to discuss this further, or are you ready to vote? Okay,
I'd like to thank the group that bringing this resolution forward. They have done an incredible job organizing it and also in a way bringing unity in our city. And I also want to say that over 61% of Americans, 76 Democrats, 57 Independent, and 49 Republicans are in favor of the ceasefire. At the same time, ironically, we were having the meeting last Monday, Senate, and the Rabbi Friedman actually was talking about the annihilation and genocide that is happening in Palestine. Congress, Senate passed the 15 billion additional aid to Israel. So I would just like us to unanimously support this resolution, but also I think we should all reach out to our representatives, expressing our disappointment of how they're handling it. And because right now we're making history, whether we know it or not. Thank you.
yes, Margaret.
So one of my concerns about this related to whether or not we should be weighing in on foreign policy. And in listening last week to everyone who spoke, while I don't agree with 100% of what's in this resolution, I am in agreement certainly with the ceasefire and with immediate aid to Gaza. I'm listening to the speakers, where the overwhelming majority of the communications that we've received from our constituents were in favor of it. And there were at least a couple of speakers who indicated that, yes, we didn't elect you on foreign policy, but we did elect you to be our voice. And so on the basis of that, I will be voting in favor of this resolution.
Okay, so let's vote then.
Councilmember Belton.
Aye.
Descalini.
Aye.
Morente.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Kernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Bola.
Aye.
President DePietro.
Aye.
Carried.
Okay. Okay, now, equally exciting resolution. Commissioner of Deeds. Good joke, sorry. Maybe it was inappropriate. We have an introduction resolution. A vote, please.
Councilmember Belton.
Aye.
Descalini.
Aye.
Morente.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris. Kernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Bola.
Aye.
President DePietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution, by the way, all these resolutions were introduced last week. The approval of the application by the Friends of the Public Square for EPA grant for Hudson's Public Square rejuvenation. By the way, Margaret, that difficult clause you pointed out was actually the template provided by the state. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Descalini. Aye. Morente.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Kernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Bola.
Aye.
President DePietro.
Aye.
Carried.
Next resolution accepts donations on behalf of the fire department. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton.
Aye.
Descalini.
Aye.
Morente.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris. Kernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar,
Aye.
Volo,
Aye.
President DiPietro,
Aye.
carried.
The next resolution appoints Aaron Dyer to the Conservation Advisory Council. Roll call vote. please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Castellucci.
Aye.
Morante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Aye. Tony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DiPietro,
Aye.
carried.
The next resolution appoints Charles Miller. Yes, Miller to the IDA. Roll call vote.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Castellucci.
Aye.
Morante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris. Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Aye. Tony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DiPietro,
Aye.
carried.
The next resolution amends the fee schedule for the Department of Senior Services. A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton.
Aye.
Castellucci.
Aye.
Morante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DiPietro,
Aye.
carried.
The next resolution opposes the use of 11 warrants for county officers. Before we vote on this, we've received some emails asking us to delay this. Now, while I'm in total agreement with those emails, we need to really get this resolution done tonight because this is an urgent issue. And we can definitely address what was in the emails in our next meeting. So that being said, unless somebody wants to add anything, a roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton. Sorry. Aye. Castellucci.
Aye.
Morante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
I have questions. I'm not sure. Should we want to put it on for the concerns, the citizens, the community
Right.
have concerns, they'll talk about it after we vote on this?
Well, it's a different, it's,
What are we voting on?
we're voting on opposition to the sale.
Okay,
And then the other resolution will be about if the sale goes through, what they use it for and whether they'll
Mhm.
allow community input on what goes in there.
so we're proposing on a sell from the county
Yeah,
to
the city.
sell to the city?
Right.
We're voting, we are opposing the sale of the building by Galvan to the county to use for county offices. The sale has already occurred.
The sell is already
And-
occurred. Okay.
What we are trying to do
Mhm.
is get pushback to the county so that they will rethink using it for county offices. And therefore, it potentially could be sold to a developer who could put something in there that's more in line with what the community needs and wants.
Yeah.
And the important thing is the public meeting was the 24th of January.
Okay,
And we want to act, we have a group that's very active. We want to act on it immediately. I'm trying to reach out to the supervisors in the other municipalities to
okay.
talk to them about this.
Mhm.
And I want it to be clear that the council that represents the people of Hudson does
Mhm.
not approve of them moving in there for county offices.
Okay. So, yes, aye.
Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DiPietro,
Aye.
carried.
The next resolution authorizes the mayor to execute a contract with T2 Systems for the acquisition of new parking enforcement and permit management software. A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Castellucci.
Aye.
Morante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris. Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DiPietro,
Aye.
carried.
The next resolution authorizes the mayor to execute a license agreement with Hudson Sloop Club. There is one slight revision. It should begin April 1st, not May 1st.
I have a quick question.
Okay?
Somewhere, the conditions of the license, under C, it says that there are, anticipated providing free programming for 165 residents. Did they base that on the past year? The passengers, 160, the figure of 165 was.
Yes, it's based on best. Yes. Waterfront Wednesdays.
They actually exceeded that number in the past year.
Okay,
So
that's
this
why
is
it
higher
says,
than last year.
so it's a conservative.
Okay, we'll call vote please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Jessica Ludi.
Aye.
Marante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris. Kernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DePietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution approves the fee schedule for the dock space. Roll call vote please.
I
Councilmember,
have a question.
Oh.
This is like a companion piece of the other one, correct?
Correct.
But it doesn't actually specify the fee schedule.
Yeah, it does. Don't you have the second page?
Oh, I'm sorry, sorry.
All right.
Okay.
That it?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I just figured they went
Yep.
together.
Yep. Roll call vote please.
Councilmember Belton.
Aye.
Jessica Ludi.
Aye.
Marante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Kernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DePietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution authorizes the transfer of funds from the firehouse lease. Roll call vote please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Jessica Ludi.
Aye.
Marante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Kernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DePietro.
Aye.
Carried.
Next resolution authorizes transfer of funds to the council for fiscal year 2023. Roll call vote please.
Councilmember Belton.
Aye.
Jessica Ludi.
Aye.
Marante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Okay.
Kernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DePietro.
Aye.
Carried.
And the last of last week's is a resolution authorizing the hiring of counsel to respond to the Article 78 against the planning board. Roll call vote please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Jessica Ludi.
Aye.
Marante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Kernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Roni.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DePietro.
Aye.
Carried.
Okay, these are the new resolutions, so feel free to talk about them. First resolution appoints David Marston to the Public Works Board. For those who don't know, the Public Works Board will be overseeing the sidewalks project in the future. Questions?
Yeah, what is the, sorry, go ahead.
Just one small thing, I went back to the law, the sidewalk law, and we have it under, sidewalk committee. And this says sidewalk board, the authority committee versus board is a little bit different, so we may want to be on the same line and either make it a committee or a board.
Michael,
The law says it's a public working board.
okay,
So we have to probably change, oh, no, it says committee.
And
I think
I'm
when we
not,
get the board and
Yeah.
Crystal, when we were working on this, this was something that we discussed with the board, it would have authority to do certain.
yeah,
So there was to be a board.
yeah, it is supposed to be a board because of the, because it has oversight over,
Yeah. It's not-
money.
I understand that,
Yeah.
just if you could double check if it's a law or a committee, because when I checked it, it said committee. It's-
Okay, we'll double check.
Just to be specific.
Okay,
So the makeup of this, we have a
Yes.
community member, we have a council member
we,
of public works.
yes,
What were the other two?
Michael, can you,
ADA coordinator and then, and two
Two.
members of the public.
one appointed by
One
us?
appointed by the mayor, one appointed. by
So
the
two
council.
community members,
Yeah.
one council member. Okay, got it. And do we have all of those people identified yet?
This is the last one.
This last, okay.
An introduction in a second? Good morning, Trisha.
Who's the other community member?
His name is George Croner.
He's a former landscape architect. You know, George? Yeah. We sold him a piece of land. That's why, we sold him a little piece of property. What was it, Shosha and Duan? A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton.
Aye.
Despeluti.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Brony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DePietro.
Aye.
Carried.
Okay, next resolution. You might recall Rob Perry explaining all this the other night, last week. This is for the grant.
This is the first of the three
This
phases.
is the first of 3 phases of the sewer separation grant. Can I have an introduction in a second, please? I'm Saoirse. Any questions?
So I don't know if Heather is on.
She should be.
I am. Yeah, so how does this, can you just walk us through how this works exactly? What we're authorizing here, we get the grant money after we have done this, or can you just walk us through the mechanics of it?
I think that's two different questions or three different questions. What this is a bond resolution to authorize the entire amount for the project. That's basically something that the state likes to see in place, authorized, so that the state is confident that any additional spending that needs to be provided by the city has been approved. So they take that into consideration when they approve the grant. Basically, what we've got is a $58 million project with a $50 million grant, actually a $25 million grant, and then a 25 million 0% loan from EFC. So the balance is going to be approximately 8 million. I would also say that, as I believe Rob mentioned in his meeting last week, that this does not preclude our ability to go and try and find additional grants to cover that 8 million. I know they're already planning on going for a couple different grants that we've received before, a WIA grant, WIAA grant, and I think possibly another CDBG grant. The work for this, Rob and I had a meeting with Delaware engineers the end of last week. The work for this is not anticipated to begin the construction work until probably 2026. The planning work will start before that, but that basically gives us almost another 2 years to see if we can come up with additional grant monies. So out of this, it basically says that we can borrow for this project to the extent that we have to, but we already have, 25 million in a grant and 25 million in a 0% loan. So our success at getting the other grants that I think have to be filed by June of this year, I believe, I'm not really the grant expert here, will hopefully reduce that outstanding 8 million even less.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Can you say something? A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Despeluti.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Aye. Brony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DePietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution authorizes a various range of transfer funds. An introduction in a second, please. Saoirse? Everyone, questions? Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton.
Aye.
Despeluti.
Aye.
Moranti.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris. Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Brony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
Okay, the next resolution authorizes the budget amendment to extend the current rental of the code enforcement office. So when we budgeted, we weren't sure when we were gonna move code enforcement, and they have to stay there at least until March, probably until April. So this is to cover the balance, because at that point, they will be moving down the hall in two of the offices we're currently using for city offices, which will then be moving back to City Hall at long last.
Do we know when we're moving to City Hall?
So that,
Do we know when we're moving to City Hall?
well, they started today doing the remediation. Fingers crossed, so it should be soon.
The plan is to relocate on March 4th and
Oh.
5th.
There you go.
But we have cleared those dates. The main thing is getting the technology. So Joe Binding is booked for those 2 weeks to move us then. We'll make an official announcement soon.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Introduction and second, please. Margaret? Tricia? Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Dax Baludi.
Aye.
Morante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris. Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Brony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next is a budget amendment for additional cleaning services here at the firehouse. Because of our general use of it in general, not just us, but they need a little bit more time, a little bit more money to pay for their cleaner.
So how much is it?
5,000.
5,000.
5,000.
Yes.
It's 5,000 to clean?
405.
Didn't have, cleaning person before? But it wasn't doing the job.
It's an additional,
This should,
it's an additional 5 hours a week.
Should we not wait until after we move back to City Hall to see what the demand is?
This is for yours.
I know.
It's not. for us.
So once we move out, it's good.
oh, it's less us than the senior center.
Well, the senior center had it there, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's fine.
An introduction in a second, Devon? Tricia? Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Dax Baludi.
Aye.
Morante.
But you said senior center, you mean for the food program?
Yes. All right.
Right. Okay.
Sometimes I misspeak. And it was not sold.
Mizan.
I knew what you were referring to.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Brony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution is amendment to fund the benefits for late officer Christian Philly. Introduction in a second, Margaret. Go on. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Dax Baludi.
Aye.
Morante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Brony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
Next resolution authorizes the transfer of funds to cover payroll expenses from 2023. Introduction and second, please. Margaret, Tricia. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Dax Baludi.
Aye.
Morante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris. Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Brony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President Pietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next is another one from Rob, authorizing a loan from the general fund to the water fund to meet current obligations. An introduction,
Could we get an explanation of this?
I'm wondering myself.
Yeah.
I can explain. It's actually my resolution, not Rob's.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you, Heather.
So, going as far back as when I started, which was 10 or 11 years ago, it was almost an annual tradition that the general fund had to loan cash to the water fund. And it would generally get paid back with the first water sewer billing and the revenues and cash that come from that. It's just always been low on cash. The past few years have been better, but I think with the pandemic, as you see, if you look at the water sewer re-levies that you approved last year, you'll note that they're quite a bit higher than they've been in the past few years. So basically, people are slowing down in paying their water bills, which means our receivables stay higher and our cash stays lower. The water fund still needs cash to pay its bills. So basically, this is a very short-term loan, like less than 6 months, where the general fund gives the water fund enough cash so they have enough money to pay their bills on a timely basis. And then we recoup it when we get a combination of either the water portion of the first and second quarter water sewer bills and or the Colo Russo lease money. So it will be paid back in full before June of this year. And it's happened more often than not.
Can I have an introduction in a second?
So Heather,
Sorry.
the accounts that you're referencing here, there are 4 transactions here. There are 2 debits and 2 credits. So you're basically just moving $200,000, correct?
Yeah,
Why are there
we're
4 transactions?
moving $200,000 in cash in the bank to the water fund bank account, so they've got money. And the counter to that is that they owe, so due to general, they owe the 200,000. And the flip side is, we're taking the 200,000 out of the general fund cash account, and that all gets basically exactly reversed as soon as it's paid back. Yeah, usually I don't put the I don't usually put in the the behind the scenes accounting stuff in, but I pulled this one up from like 2019 and it was there and I was too lazy to take it out. So now you know a little bit more about back end accounting. Yay.
Okay. An introduction in a second, please. Margaret? And Saoirse, a roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Felton. Aye. Gus Politi.
Aye.
Marante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris. Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Brony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DiPietro.
Aye.
Carried.
The next resolution is a budget transfer related to the Oakdale Beach feasibility study. There were some outstanding expenses in 2023. Can I have an introduction in a second, please? All right. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Felton. Aye. Gus Politi.
Aye.
Marante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Brony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DiPietro.
Aye.
Carried.
So let's skip to the last one. Authorizing the sale of a 1989 Marion Fire Rescue Truck. May I have an introduction in a second? Go on, Margaret. Roll call vote, please.
Get this little phone. Voting sheet on this one. Councilmember Belton. Aye. Gus Politi. Marante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Brony.
Aye.
Sarwar.
Aye.
Volo.
Aye.
President DiPietro.
Aye. Okay, well, the next 2 resolutions are related, but we're gonna hear from, let me introduce, this is a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a regulatory agreement between the city of Hudson and Hudson Docks. Now, we've had some information exchanged, offline, or online, whatever, through emails about how this is gonna work. And we have here, I'm not sure your title. Okay, strategic development for Hudson Dots, Sarah Black, take it away.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should just jump in and
Let's jump in.
we have written slides. Yeah, are they loaded on my computer?
I don't know.
I also shared them via email.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got it. Yep,
I think full screen it.
yeah, 1 second.
The cover, Rich.
Hello, I'm Sarah. Some of you know me as a fifth ward resident or in my capacity as the outgoing administrative coordinator for the Hudson Community Development and Planning Agency. So I've been working and studying affordable housing in Hudson for about 4.5 years. This is just one role that I have with Hudson Dots, which is a for-profit, privately funded, affordable, but mission-driven affordable housing initiative in Hudson. That's part of the Spark universe, that is a separate entity from the Spark of Hudson. It's an LLC. Yes, so you may remember if you saw this news story that I shared with the slides, it made a splash in the local papers early last year, but over the last couple of years, Hudson Dots initially acquired 6 of the properties that Phil Gellert was selling in the city of Hudson. I think initially, considered whether or not they could actually buy the properties. Is that right? What I understood is that Rebecca Wolf knew the city was going to pass and approach Spark. And the mission was to purchase these properties, maintain the existing tenancies and rents, improve the residential conditions, and in the long run, explore some kind of sustainable operations model. A lot of these properties had really serious deferred maintenance issues. And so they all needed significant renovation, and to enable the stability of the tenants, Hudson Dots purchased 6 additional properties in the city, some of which also needed renovation, fix those properties up, and then began carefully the process of puzzle piecing together how to move people into long-term stable housing in this program. Another element of this that's interesting is that for the 6 renovations that we've finished and the one that's in progress so far, we've been working entirely with Build Hudson, which is a workforce development oriented construction company that trains Hudson, young people in Hudson in the building trades. And so this is a really great project for that partnership because it's a lot of entry-level building trades with interior renovations and stuff like that. This map is a non-to-scale but representational. I just didn't want people's exact homes to be pinpointed. And some of these properties are are twin properties or adjacent properties, so it would have been hard to see, but shows all the location of all the properties that Hudson Dots owns at this time. And the ones that are in red are the ones that we think might be eligible for inclusion in this regulatory agreement under this piece of the New York State Real Property Tax Law, Section 581A. I will just say before we move on, these properties, 7 parcels, 9 units in red. All the rents that we have the units set at now are either at or below where we inherited them from Phil Gellert. I think that's correct. Some people were temporarily had a rent reduction while they were still living in the property, for example. But so all the units that are in these properties that we're considering meet a high standard of affordability, higher than the regulatory agreement that we're presenting. And yeah, okay. So what is 581A? I went ahead, breaking all the rules of PowerPoint presentations, included the wall of text here. I'm not an attorney. I've read this a bunch. My understanding is that it enables municipalities to enter into a regulatory agreement with owners of residential renter properties, where if the rental properties restrict 20% of their units to be rentals for people, affordable to people at or below 80%. No, I think actually the affordability standard is not specified in the law. No, but it's just where 20% of the residential units are subject to an agreement with the municipality. Then the tax assessment of those properties with that 20% restriction, the tax assessment can then be based on basically the net operating income, the net operating budget of the property. So the rents minus the expenses. And whatever that net is, there's a standard assessment math where you use the capitalization rate to work backward and like derive a property value. So it's basically, instead of the assessment value being tied to the market value, it is tied to the operating budget of the housing. So the minimum standard is at least 20% of units are income restricted. And we are proposing that this agreement restricts 50% of the units in the inventory to tenants at or below 80% AMI. Does anyone, yeah,
Can we ask questions?
of course.
Okay, so you're treating this as an inventory, a package of 7 properties.
Yes.
Okay. 2 of them, I believe, are 2-family houses, the others are 1-family houses.
That's correct. Some of them are attached single family homes, yeah.
Right, there's 5 single and 2. So in treating them as a package, presumably if you're going with 50%, you could be renting out of market value 3-family homes, single family homes, and paying an assessment on them based upon the fact that you have these other properties where you're going below market. So why, I mean, I get the concept, and I happen to like this model actually in affordable housing. I get the concept, but it seems more appropriate to multi-family dwellings than to putting together a portfolio where you have standalone properties that you're renting at market value to a family, and you're getting a tax incentive on that just because in another property that you own, you're doing affordable housing or below market housing. So I did a lot of digging into the values on the houses and so forth. And so I have some questions about the structure of some of this.
That's a great question, and I think one that I'll say I hadn't thought of before. It makes me want to give you the context, which is that we've been researching this policy for about a year. I think without saying too much, because this is all in development, and in fact, that's part of my job and I'm a recent hire. But we're trying to think about how properties that receive a lot of investment to solve long deferred maintenance problems, right, can then operate sustainably if they are disburdened from having to, I think a lot of the times when people are trying to cut deals to make affordable housing possible, we're paying back construction financing, or, there's a homeowner maybe who's paying a mortgage, and that's not the situation here. So one of the reasons why we're interested in this policy is to reduce the annual operating costs so that these properties could persist affordably under this entity, or, perhaps in a model more similar to something like a land trust. So we've been researching and developing this policy. I will say I hadn't thought of that aspect yet, where, you'll see for the purposes of the agreement, we proposed 50%, 100% of our units meet the standard for this time. And we will likely, especially with these properties, that's a standard we're likely going to continue to exceed. I doubt that. I'm trying to think. Any of the properties we own are ever intended
just saying
to be
that's
market
advocate here, okay?
Yeah.
I'm an investor. I'm going to purchase a portfolio of single family homes. I'm going to package it as a portfolio. I am going to rent out 80% of them at market value, and I'm for profit. And then I'm going to get everything reduced because I have a couple of properties over here that I'm going to do at below market, and therefore I get a tidy return on my investment on the market values because I'm not paying the real estate tax.
Crafty thinker you are.
Yes, I am.
I'm curious, I don't know, our attorney's on the call, and I think that I'm curious if there's anything Is he on the call? Rob, did you make it?
I can see.
Yeah, I'm on. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah,
hear
I
me?
mean,
Yes.
I feel like a parsimonious solution would be to disaggregate these single family, or I don't know. Yeah, do you have a response to Margaret?
Yeah, I think there's a variety of things, that we could consider in the language. I think the desire is certainly not to take any kind of exemption on anything that is going to be, at a market rate. I think some of the changes to the agreement, recently, certainly allow this to be reconsidered on a yearly basis. Perhaps it could be as simple as just including language that, that doesn't allow the larger units, to be, to be rented at market rate. I mean, I think some of those things are, things that are kind of realistically things that we're not looking to do. So, prohibiting it for the first year of this agreement while we kind of work through a formula that addresses that concern, I think would be fine. I think we could probably with a broad brush just say that for that concern that we that we won't take an exemption on any of the properties that are rented at market rate, whatever they are. So,
I think also a provision of this law, of this model, is that the people that you're renting to have to meet certain income requirements.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's not just below market, it's also for certain income.
That's right. The units have to be affordable to those people and they also need to
people
be
have
filled
be-
by.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. That's a really, that's good feedback and I'm glad that you raised that point. And I think that, I'm not sure if Rob is suggesting that there's like a straightforward edit that we could make to this document.
If you're saying all of them, why not 100%?
Yeah,
So 50.
yes.
well, I don't think we want to foreclose the possibility that, that we have a superintendent, on one unit, or that there's, employee housing. I think the intention right now is, is for it to be 100%, but to lock that in, for year one, that's possible. I think we would want a little bit of flexibility to use it for employee housing and that type of thing.
So I think when you use the term unit, people think in terms of multi-family dwellings. When you say unit, people don't usually think in terms of a portfolio of single-family homes.
We could also address it by just splitting up the regulatory agreement into separate regulatory agreements for each of them. The template's there, and then you get over the hurdle of, them being, together.
So the other, when I was researching what's out there in the roads right now, I couldn't quite identify the ones that were owned by you, but I did identify 13 that were QOZBs. I think most of them, if not all of those, belong to you. Is that correct?
That would make sense to me. I will admit, I sometimes struggle the difference between an address and a tax parcel, or sometimes you have multiple parcels.
Yeah, I looked at the address.
But there's 12 properties.
Yeah.
So, and they were purchased through QCOB, which is Qualified Opportunity Zone businesses.
So your intention in the future is to bring more of these into your portfolio under this agreement, is that correct?
I can't say that we haven't formalized those plans yet. Because, for example, there's a multifamily, or 2-address building on Union Street that, may have 7 apartments.
Yes, I saw that, and I think the valuation on that was like $600,000 or something this past.
Yes, and not included in.
It's not in this.
It's a gut reno, it's in progress.
Yeah.
But we could imagine, I think in the future, we own this inventory and I think we are still researching and to understand what's the best use of the inventory to meet the demand of various communities. So we've got working class, working poor folks, we've got people who have come here for work and can't find a home, but they certainly don't qualify for lots of subsidies. So there's mixed income, right? So I think it's not clear that certainly not saying that all of the properties in our inventory will eventually want to roll under this agreement. But it is possible. Yeah. And I just want to keep track of this because I'm hearing Rob say there might be two solutions. One, which is regulatory agreements on a per parcel basis. And then.
But you can't say, if I have a single family home, unless you say it's 100% going to somebody who meets the income requirements of the law, and it's going to be rented to me at an affordable rate. You can't break me into 80% of a person. So if it's a one family home, it either is or it isn't.
You mean 50% of a household?
Well, you can't, if it's a one family home.
Right.
You can't break me into 50%. I either am low income, renting below a certain rate, I'm not. I don't meet the criteria. So I'm either 100% or it's a binary.
Right.
If you do it on a unit, if you do it on a per property basis.
Yeah.
So it kind of, this model is really, I think, intended for family units. Multi-family properties.
I just got two questions, and I kind of like the concept, right? In terms of, having X amount of properties, that are going to be guaranteed affordable. And I also like the concept that you're utilizing already existing property and renovating them instead of building new in some regard. So two questions. One is, with this regulatory agreement, what stops another landlord from doing the same thing, taking your formula and doing the same thing to everyone coming to the city?
Well, except for what Margaret's talking about, which I do think is something I'll also say we hoped to get this in front of you earlier this year and understand that there's a March 1st assessment deadline. And, if it's possible to walk away with an agreement, that's great, or at least an amended one. If not, we're just here for the research. And what's stopping another person coming into town? I don't think anything. I think it's that can they afford to operate a building?
Yeah.
Or what about somebody existing?
Well, so let's say I own a multifamily apartment. Nothing. I think I could come to I could talk to the assessor. I could come here and say, I'm gonna, I own an eight unit building. I think where I also am unclear, just in terms of the norms of like precedent, can you structure an agreement that's different among different landlords? I think that's kind of up to the municipality and your legal advice, but yeah, so I could
Sir,
pursue a regulatory agreement.
Rich has his hand
Do you
up.
mind if I jump in on this one, Sarah?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so, I think, I think the thought on our end is that, is that we don't want to prevent, anyone else from using it, that we want to provide a replicable model. The advantage of the model here is that it is incentivizing, private investment. It's not utilizing incentives. It's not seeking a pilot. It is, simply using the method of, the method of appraisal that allows them to kind of fix costs and be able to operate the buildings at cost. And so if there were others that were willing to do that, I think that would be a true advantage for Hudson and something that you would want to replicate.
I agree. That's, there's a Minnesota model that does the tax, but this is assessment, which is a little different. But the only thing is, with Rob, when you said, other separating it, with the time frame, my thing is, I would like to see it, before we sign up on it, on how you're gonna adjust it. Whether we do a special meeting on this to make that March 1st, but I think for us to vote on it tonight, with it being way it is, I don't know. But again, we're running out of time.
So Dominic, you'd like to see
Rich
what?
has his hand up.
Well, because
Yeah.
perhaps it's adjusting and amending it to make, to separate the units and, one's gonna, be under the regulatory agreement and maybe some are in a different format or not be part of this.
Right.
So, but as it's right now, they're all,
So how about if we amend it if we amend it, then we instead of 5 years, make it for a year, just for the next.
Rich, hold on a second, Rich had his hand up.
Oh, thanks. How long is this for? And is there any model where people can maybe rent to own, or, I mean, how long does this 581A go through?
That's a great question. It's up to, this model for this current proposal suggests 5 years. That, of course, we have to annually reaffirm our numbers to the assessor.
Right.
So if we were to raise rents next year, we would be, but still within which we're not planning to, but still within the limits, that would reflect our net operating budget and I think our assessment.
But it seems like the way things are currently written, you're relying on the good faith of Park. And I don't see how we can actually, count on that, really. I mean, we do, granted, I know who they are, I understand it, but that should be memorialized somehow in the document.
What do you mean in which part? Presenting our numbers or?
Yeah,
Right.
and you're saying you're not gonna do 50%, but why,
Why not write it down?
why not write it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying that we could adjust the percentage, we could raise the percentage to match what we're doing.
Mhm.
Yeah, so in thinking about Margaret's question, and I'm just trying to think about parsimonious edits, if it's raising that number from 50 to 100% and lowering the term for a year so that we can just try this for this year.
Yeah.
Go through the process with Cheryl, show our numbers next year, learn how it all feels.
Right. Yeah.
That is
So
probably.
one of the things I was trying to figure out, I pulled down all the assessment information, calculated the current city's tax under the mill rate for 2023, et cetera, et cetera. And you did provide something, I think yesterday evening, some numbers on what you calculated, but I don't know what's behind it.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's calculated. If we really need to, at least I like to see
Yes,
everything behind it rather than this is the final number.
this is the guts.
Yes, I'd
This
like to see
This is
everything.
the
behind it.
middle section of a report.
No, it's not in this presentation. This is a sample.
No, this is a real analysis of a real property that I edited, and because it wasn't precisely Pete's work,
You gave us a different piece. You gave us a different.
I gave you a P&L for 308. Did I as well?
You gave us a different one.
You gave us a breakdown of all seven.
Yeah, you gave us,
Yeah.
we did get,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm trying
I want
to
to see
answer,
what's behind that.
this is what is behind one such property, okay? And I wanted to explain this because I think it's educational for all of us. This is literally a screenshot of the document that Pete made, except I whited out personally identifiable. There's some names of our tenants. Up at the top of the page, you would see sort of a rundown of which precise property it is and a photograph of it. And at the bottom, the only thing that's missing is the capitalization rate equation, which is important, but which I can't explain well. And I know this is, again, a cardinal sin of presentations, it's a lot of text. This is 21, 22, 23 real time, which only ended in June 2023. And then that's annualized 2023. So you can see we didn't have any income in 21 and 22 because we didn't start having tenants until 23. But when you take what our rents for this unit, which these are all different now, he did this analysis in the middle of last year. But so it's not what was our actual rent. It's what is the effective gross income is based on the rents that are set. So for this one, it was $26,000. This is a 2-unit property. And then all of the expenses, some of them are adjusted or estimated. And so we end up with a net operating budget of $11,000. And then there's just forgive me for not being an expert in this, but there is a very simple division that you do based on the capitalization rate that translates that number into this number. $102,000 is the indicated value, and which would make $79,000 the indicated assessment. This is just really simple math. It's add, subtract, divide, per Pete Hubble, who is a skilled assessor who assessed all of our properties using this method. Now, what I think is, what I am not so clear about, and I did communicate this to Crystal, is between, say we make these amendments and we pass this, now between now and March 1st, my understanding is that Crystal would need, or sorry, Cheryl, the assessor, would need to look back over all of these numbers. We could even provide updated numbers. And we would then, I think, but the actual assessment is really Cheryl's purview based on the numbers that we provide.
Here's another idea I'd like to throw out, since you are a for-profit organization, okay? And maybe in this 1 year you do 100%, whatever. In the healthcare industry, where we have for-profit managed care companies, there's a thing called the medical loss ratio.
Mhm.
And under the Affordable Care Act, a cap was put on the profits that managed care companies could make. And many of you may have noticed that you got a rebate from your insurance company, because if they made more, the medical loss ratio takes in how much it cost us to provide the care, how much we got in premiums. And they set a cap on how much profit the companies could make. And then they had to, at the end of the year, give that money back to the enrollees or give it back to the company to reduce the premiums for people in the upcoming year. So since this model isn't really exactly the way it works usually in these kinds of situations, maybe the concept of a cap on your profit.
I mean, I think that this entity is very interested in keeping our profits low and our like investment in the properties and in the people who live there high. That's supposed to take a number of different forms over the next many years. Under this law, I mean, I think we're really just considering this one method, which I didn't design this method. This is, Pete worked on this, I think confirmed that method with Cheryl in the middle of last year. We had a meeting with the mayor's office, with Tom, with the assessor, to go over this general method, this practice of, subtract, find the net operating income, and then the simple division with the capitalization rate that then renders an assessment value.
Could I ask a question?
Sure.
Sarah? So I want to make sure I have this right.
Right.
You've been researching various possibilities to make something like this work. You've stumbled upon this regulation,
Yes.
right? And the regulation calls for 20%. Margaret's finding the loophole that the real estate industry put in there that they can make money on this, okay? We recognize that. You're upping it from 20% to 15%.
Sure.
And you're looking to experiment and find out whether or not this works.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Thank you.
Thanks for summing it up, Gary.
I mean, do I have it right?
Sounds like it.
I'm a contractor with Spark, and it's sort of my social capital on the line too, when I step up and present something like this. I feel similarly. I'm like, I don't think it costs that much. As somebody who's been intimate with various property transactions involving the city, just through my own like research and experience and working at HTDPA, digging through 50 years of property transactions, that's many of which were ill-fated to arrive at affordable housing solutions.
You can brag about your PhD in this.
And I have not. This is something where I'm just like, this doesn't seem, I agree with you, Margaret. I think that is a really interesting loophole that's a good flag. So if we can solve that with this agreement and experiment for a year, we can talk again next year with what we learned.
Can I just share something that I calculated with everybody, just to give you some context? The city, with the current city taxable valuation of the 7 properties, the city mill rate was $7.59. City taxes on these 7 properties was $11,000 last year. So that gives you a context of what we're talking about. Right. So that would be, if you think about doing this reduction in tax, paying some tax, whatever. If you were to pay no tax under last year's rates, we would be losing $11,000.
And under their proposal.
I don't
So let me-
We've been getting
let me actually-
we've been getting about 3,000.
Yeah, that's right. And that would, that's where it depends on this last action with Cheryl and Pete and us sort of.
So
writing.
what is the figure exactly?
By my calculation, and I'll say there was, for example, one property that Pete analyzed that because of we had I think an erroneously large insurance quote, it actually made the valuation go negative. I corrected that, and so that's not formal. So my best estimate is about $2,500. I'm sorry, yeah, $2,500 in
That's
taxes.
what you would pay.
What we would pay instead of 10,500.
It was $11,000.
Oh, my analysis was different.
So is there a way that, because, I mean, I kind of, again, is there a way, are you willing to do, because you're working out these perks and tweaks? So would you be willing to do the year so we can get a better picture?
I think
it's your-
definitely. We
What's that?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, if we can amend it for a year, I think, it would be better for you too, in case you want to change this fall.
Just because we have the time frame of March 1st, yeah.
Yeah,
I think we should take a look at this 1 year, see how it goes, then we could do it on.
Could we get, like, we've had hardly any time to look at this, can we get more information and maybe do a special meeting so that we can meet next week to go through some more data, but like actually see what's behind some of those calculations, like you did send us a spreadsheet in a PDF form.
Here's what I will say, is that I think that's Cheryl's professional purview, and does this concept in general work? You're right at the max here that's at stake is this $11,000 of what we would have paid. So I'm curious
Well, it's in my purview to make informed decisions. And
is.
I don't make decisions without understanding, particularly on something like this, I don't make a decision. without
Her point is, Cheryl.
And I would also say that the council is perfectly within its right to ask for that information when it's considering anything that's going to affect assessments and tax revenue.
No, that's fine. The one thing I do want to mention though, is all of that information has been provided to the city in a very transparent and open process over the course of a year. So, so all of that is contained with the city. If you want us to send it to somebody in particular, we can certainly do that, but,
To the council received nothing until last Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. A weekend isn't enough.
And we were getting things, yesterday we got something that showed some calculations, but it doesn't, like, we're the people that you're asking to vote on this, and we didn't even have this for the informal meeting.
If I'm missing. The numbers are definitely something that we need to look at. But just in my own mind to be a reductionist, the way I'm looking at it is this potential $11,000 loss a good investment in Hudson's housing feature? Because they are a private entity. They could do whatever they want with this house. They're asking us to try out this template for, now only for a year and see if it works. And if it does work, the potential for the greater good of Port Hudson is great because, like I said, as a private entity, they could take these houses and do whatever they want.
No, I agree.
Yeah, but I agree with you that we should be looking at the data just to.
Yeah, also, Vicky, go ahead.
Yeah, so I went for each house, I did this estimate, how much they could be getting for rents. And I have to say that it would be a lot more. At the same time, we have a need for workforce houses. I know if you're a nurse or work at the hospital, you cannot find anything to rent in our city. So that said, it seems to me that we're not gonna know for sure which methodology will be best for them and the city until we try it.
I'm not sure that this is workforce though, because I think that the income levels for workforce are higher than the income levels under this particular. Is that correct, Crystal? That under this particular regulation, the income levels are quite low and they wouldn't really, they're not the same as workforce. This is low income.
Well,
That's true.
Yeah, yes, that is true.
Technically, it is
So I never should be making
it
too
is,
much money.
Yes, but not a hospital worker.
And I want to flag too, in the future, in this 50% equation, well, of course, you know, this would restrict, what we're saying is 50% of the units would be restricted to people who are at or below 80% AMI. We are interested, the hospital workers in particular have come up in office. Here's one more thing I want to say. We did provide all of the P&Ls to Cheryl, to Tom. Yes, remember that meeting we had where
Okay, you said so.
there was a whole list of, and a folder, I think, I remember updating the sharing permissions on my Google Drive to make sure everybody could see them in that meeting, which was a full rundown of well, it's gone now, but the analyses that Pete Hubble did, and every single number in the spreadsheet that I sent you yesterday, except for the one that I adjusted in a positive direction.
Right. It was done by Pete.
Was done by Pete. So you have the real numbers based on Pete's analysis in your hands, and other city officials have seen those analyses now for many months. We, at the last minute, were working through some amendments with our attorney, and weren't able to get things to you in time for it.
So let's say, we plan on a special meeting for next week. Would that be a problem? And that you address all these concerns between now and then?
So we'll revise the
Resolution, send out what I supposedly have as well.
We share them with you in the meeting.
I know, yeah, which was like a year ago.
No, it was in.
Okay, no, I'm not, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think that's the point. I mean, I don't see, there's no point in going through those numbers again, because Pete Hubble is an assessor who knows how to do these things.
And those numbers are already in your hands.
I know you want to say that, I'm just saying, you were suggesting you were gonna.
I like people to present their data and how they
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
calculation and how they write it.
Yeah.
Hey, could I ask you another question? It's
Yes.
just like a tiny thing. When I was going through all the properties trying to figure out who owned them,
Oh,
I noticed that,
I don't know, what do you mean?
no, when I was going through the tax roll.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about, never mind.
When I was going through the properties, I noticed that, for three of the ones that are in this portfolio, when you look at the LLC, and then underneath there's care of Christina Stobby. And her name occurs for three of them.
Bookkeeper.
She's your bookkeeper. She occurs for three. She's also listed for two of the other QOZBs that are not in this portfolio. And then nobody is listed for the remaining ones portfolio. So is she the key person for all of them?
No, she's just our bookkeeper. I don't know why she's listed.
Okay, I was going through trying to see how can I find the properties that DOT owns? And I was looking at that information. Okay, correct.
Yeah, she's just our bookkeeper. A special meeting, next week.
Well, it has, Friday's the first, though.
Oh.
Yeah. Here's the calendar,
Oh,
because I just did this.
okay. Oh, next Friday.
I do want
We have to meet Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, can we do all this by Wednesday, you think?
I want to say the profit and losses that I showed you a sample here.
They're all done.
They're all done. They will probably need to be revised. I mean, I think Pete, I don't know, I guess between now and, it's kind of clear, I'm unclear if we should authorize Pete to do that work if we don't have a resolution, but,
Tuesday.
It's probably not enough time. I just want to say one more time that you do have the results of Pete's analysis in your hands, and it's very simple. It's that addition to 11,000 and that addition to about $2,000. And I can send around the profits and losses. I'm concerned, is there a way to share files with the council that are private? Because it's, some of them have
Right.
tenants' names on them and addresses and rents, and I'm not actually trying to expose people's rents to their neighbors.
You'd have to go with
I
your
would-
attorney.
I would suggest that you
Just don't
redact
do
that to avoid FOIL issue, concerns about FOIL.
Yeah.
Would I need to redact it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll send you redacted P&Ls for all of the properties.
Okay.
Will we have a quorum on this special meeting next week?
Yeah. Better. Actually, this is the two things.
No, she didn't say that.
Okay.
Now, $11,000 is based on 20%?
No, the tax, that's the 7.4, that's the city tax, all in across the council and the city and the county city school. I think it was a 30,000.
So the city taxes last year based on the 2023 mill rate and the city tax bill assessed value came to just around 11,000 for these 7 properties. That was the city tax portion. The county tax portion, I didn't.
Altogether was 30.
The
The city,
county tax was 6,500
okay, no.
and city was 11,000.
So next Wednesday, it's Wednesday, 6 o'clock.
No.
Okay, everybody's okay with that? Next Wednesday at 6?
You won't have me.
I won't be able to make it.
Once again. We need 6 people altogether, right? We need 6.
We only need 6. 6 are gonna say yes. What's Tuesday, Michael? Is there anything on the
Tuesday's
second?
parking committee.
Okay.
Can we do it before the parking?
No, it's gonna take a while, I think.
I'm in an audit on Monday, Tuesday.
So we'll witnessed.
Is voting tonight off the table? Is that the deal?
Seems to be that way. I mean, I'm happy to go for it, but no one else seems to be.
Well, I am.
Yeah, Gary's happy to move for it.
I would.
You vote today? Okay, let's start with an introduction in a second.
So
This is just as voting. But it's gonna be revised. It has to be revised
why
first.
don't we get a revised resolution?
Yeah, we have to be revised,
Yeah,
otherwise we can
I
vote.
do
What would you like revised right now?
I'm not.
We're gonna
One
change,
year, 100%.
we have changed it 1 year instead of 5. And 100%. You don't have to vote for it.
Yeah, but the problem is I want to go for it, but I want to make sure that, we're doing the right thing here.
We are with the 100% and the
But-
1 year.
But
You asked for the 1 year.
why can't we do a special meeting on Wednesday?
Because no one seems to be able to make it.
I
can make it.
Well, you make it too.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And what will be different between now and the special meeting is that you will have in your hands.
Just because,
The resolution.
we just got the package like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And we don't have enough time to study on it. So that's why they're like my colleague wants to go through that.
Less than
And
everything for the resolution.
I know, but we don't got the package
Okay, let's
before.
do it
We just got it. That's what I'm saying.
So Wednesday it is.
Yeah.
Wednesday at 6.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have a clean, updated resolution. It makes it.
And the changes, if there's changes,
100%.
and 1, yes, correct. Okay.
And you'll have to update the agreement as well. Not just-
So I don't know, I mean, we have to go back and consider whether we, whether we think 100% makes sense here and whether we can live up to it. I mean, the statute requires 20%. We offered 50%, and now we're at 100, and I just have to make sure that the numbers support that. So.
For a year.
Yeah, we got the year.
Yeah, for a year.
And 100% would not be a deal break, not 100% would not be a deal breaker for me.
Yeah,
But what is a deal breaker is how do you square the circle around the fact that you have single family homes in this portfolio as opposed to it being multi-occupancy building where you can say 80% or 50% or whatever.
That's the edit that would
But
take.
affordable housing can be scatter site, housing as well. And so, we can handle that in the, in the agreement and we can guard against it. I mean, again, I don't want to lose track of the fact that, we're agreeing to a standard that's greater than the standard that is in the statute for people that are taking tax credits, and we're not taking tax credits. So I think, I don't want to lose the, the forest through the trees here. What we're providing is, we're providing an analysis that we spent a lot of time on, that we think is a complete win for everyone. If it's not, we understand. But I don't want to just on the fly, jump up the percentages that we've been working with for a year by 50% and say, that's what we're gonna live with for a year, because I don't know if the numbers support that or not. I tend to think that they do, but we haven't done the analysis based upon a, 100%. And, again, we were trying to be much more generous than the statute provides for allowing the use of this methodology for, for tax credit deals that are getting subsidized. This is all privately subsidized.
Well, Rob, you're doing it in good faith because for a year, right? It gives you a better snapshot. Now you can come back and say, listen, we tried 100, it didn't work. So now you have some, statistics
Yeah.
and leeway, say, listen, what we see is 75% will work, right? So, we're not saying 5 years, we're saying a year to get a snapshot.
I just want to say, there's a lot of support for this concept.
Right.
It's very creative. But the thing that we're kind of dealing with, and Dawn just mentioned, is you may have been working on it for a year. We didn't get anything until last Friday, and we're still getting stuff yesterday.
Thank you.
And so that's a problem when you're trying to make a decision.
But I hear you. I think what I'm trying to zero in on is what is the edit that I need to instruct our team to make on.
The percentage of the year.
So, but if the percentage, I think, so that's it, the 100%, I think, is an internal conversation.
Yeah.
But you have to also take into consideration, you have 7 properties, 2 of them are two family. So that's 2, 4 plus
9
5
units.
is 9 units
Yeah, it's
altogether.
9 units.
So 100%, you do your percent based on the number of actual units.
Yes.
You can't, 50% doesn't mean anything.
Usually you don't round up, actually. If
Yeah.
50% of it would have to be 100% in that case. Okay, so we will circle back with those edits.
Okay. Sooner the better, please.
And the.
Next Wednesday, 6 o'clock.
Thank you.
And by next year, we'll have a finance committee that we can
Sorry.
bounce this off of.
Sorry, Rich, we didn't hear you?
Oh, and by next year, hopefully we'll have a finance committee that we could bounce this through first and sort everything out prior.
Okay. So we have a law. That can't be done. That's related to this allows you, it's. Oh, sorry. I thought it was for this project. Okay, resolution 25, seeker for the community aggregation law, introduction, a second. Go on, Ron. Hello, please.
Councilmember Felton. Aye. Jasperludy. Aye. Morante.
Aye.
Mizan. Aye. Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Aye. Roni.
Aye.
Starwar.
Aye.
Bola.
Aye.
President DiPietro.
Aye.
Terry.
Okay, now here's the law. That seeker allows us to vote on. And I have an introduction and a second to approve the proposed local law. Margaret and Dewan. A roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Belton. Aye. Jasperludy. Aye. Morante.
Aye.
Mizan.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
Fernhagen.
Aye.
Roberts. Aye. Roni.
Aye.
Starwar.
Aye.
Bola.
Aye.
President DiPietro.
Aye.
Terry.
Okay, we have to put back on our desks again the filming law as revised. Can I have an introduction and a second, please? Excuse me, Margaret. Sure, Sean. Okay. And then we also are going to be putting on our desk 3 laws that are all creating real property tax exemptions. The first one is for volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers. Ron? Right, Margaret. The second one is for senior citizens with limited incomes, the one and, ooh, that was a couple. Sure, sure. And the third one is for these, people with disabilities and limited incomes, Margaret and Saoirse. Okay. New business. Anyone? Something. To talk about. When I asked me about the ERI.
Sure. When can we have a meeting about this? I'm just
Wow.
kidding. But I
No,
do-
Michael's here for.
But I do want, I
What?
do have a question.
About ERI?
Housing. No,
Oh.
housing.
Sure.
So that's one idea around housing. What are the others?
That are happening?
Yes, what's in the works?
Oh,
Where are
oh.
we? How do we, what do we know?
We're gonna have, because she's been preempted twice now, Michelle Toole is coming in our next meeting to talk all about it, but I
Okay,
can give you a preview.
okay.
First of all, as you know, we have a project right down the street here. That's not ours, but it's gonna provide some workforce housing.
Which one?
The Galvin, over there.
I thought there wasn't. I thought the.
Phase one.
Phase one, the first side, this side,
Okay.
it's already being built.
How about the other one?
All
Yes,
right, hold on, the other one.
There's
Can we
two sides,
read?
Seventh Street, there are two
Okay.
projects on either side of the street.
All right,
The one on the right, if you're going north, the one on the right-hand side is in the process of being built.
okay.
What, how many units, Michael? Around 70 or something?
Yes.
The one on the left-hand side, they've applied twice for funding for a lower, for more lower income housing. They've been turned down twice. So unless it's been revealed at IDA that they come to IDA?
That's it.
We did, our last IDA meeting didn't occur. I think it might come at the next. one.
We didn't have one.
You'll find out about it at your next IDA. They're trying to replicate the project on the right side, on the left side. Because
And that's the depot project.
it's all the detail.
Okay.
Depot district.
People district, whatever they want to call it.
So,
And, yeah, they're not going, they can't go for low income on that side anymore. They've tried twice, they
but
failed.
they have pilots for both.
They have no pilot for the left side at all.
The one, the current, the
The one
one.
on the right.
Okay.
So my understanding is that the one on the left, you're going north, they're looking for a pilot similar to the one on the right. So that's up to the IDA. The other projects, well, HHA, you know, has anybody been going to the meetings? They're in the development process, you know, to replace Bliss Towers.
Okay,
And then the third project is the city project, which involves Middle Street, the corner of,
Fourth and State.
northwest corner of Fourth and State,
okay.
and then a townhouse project, a very small townhouse project at the top of Rossman.
And we have grant funding for those?
They're going for the grant, they're in content, they're trying to get it right now. It's in, I think it's in the current, round.
And the two townhouse projects are for, ownership.
Rent to own
Okay.
ownership,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
Now, those will be, we'll be hearing about them shortly.
Good.
There's been a
There
couple,
is a developer who is.
the developer, it's,
sourcing all the grants.
I mean, I can share, I mean, I think it's on the website. Is it, Michael? All the stuff is on the
Yeah.
website about who the developer is, what they've done, the design, it's all there. Why you can't find it?
We had the presentation last year.
Yeah, no, actually.
yeah, last year. I wasn't here.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, what else
What
can I say?
month last year, do you remember? Okay, I don't wanna.
Actually, your best bet is to send an email to Michelle and she'll send you everything you need to know. There are a couple little blips here and there, but it's going forward.
Isn't there an issue at Mill Street?
There's a small issue with, what do you mean, with the
Well,
school
I
system?
thought there was an issue with, is that the one where the schools, yeah, the schools.
Yes,
and it's saying
that's this
it
close.
has to be
Yes.
parked.
That's for your
It
what?
had to be, it couldn't be taken away from being parked.
No, that was.
That was resolved?
The issue is whether they have a right to, what's it called again, Michael? Do you recall?
Was it a reverter clause?
A reverter clause, which is gonna be dealt with,
Okay.
we hope. I mean, it is. How's that?
Good, and I
And-
can't wait to see Michelle in person.
Oh, she's here all day.
I've never seen her.
Oh. And if anybody else has questions, they should probably write to me and I'll answer instead of just,
Oh, I'm here.
no, I didn't you. I wasn't referring to you.
So.
Not referring to you. You know what I mean.
Time to go.
Anyway, any other new business?
Well, Hudson City Democrat having a Allen Awards on March 2nd, Sunday at Hudson Hall, 2 p.m.
Yeah.
What do they have?
March 3rd.
The Ellen Awards. It's before your time, maybe?
Yeah, we did it like 2 years ago.
It was.
Previous winners have
Yeah,
included,
because of pandemic.
Dan, the Udells, who used to film all these before we had the whole, this system. They used to film the meetings and put them online.
Meeting.
Another winner was Ed Cross, who was a supervisor for many years. And, I think, did Ellen get the first one?
Yeah.
Ellen, who's a council member and a supervisor. And also started Winter Walk and did so many great things for Hudson. Who else? There's someone else who got it, I think, wasn't there? Or is that it?
Oh, no.
Anyway, the pandemic sort of put a stop to it for a while. Although there were people, who were gonna get it in 2020. What? I was gonna say, Tracy Delaney and Rolling Grocery. And then, what's that?
I said, oh.
And then the new, people getting it for the 2023 are, I don't know if it's the whole Padilla family, and you guys would know, the Padilla family and, the
Columbia County.
the sanctuary movement, the sanctuary. So, you know, it's to reward people who do stuff. Good stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a no.
Anything, and, on the HDC here, these two gentlemen, I believe. Anybody, none of us, I'm certain on that, right? Okay. And that's who selects all this and runs this event. And I think they consider it a fundraising event too?
Yeah.
You're looking for money?
Yeah.
To do what? What are you gonna do with that money? I'm just curious, what did HDC actually do?
What do you do?
For the helping and campaigning and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'd like to see that.
For putting registered for both.
There you go. I did
All
voter
of them,
registration.
registration and campaign.
Great.
Supporting Democrat.
Yeah, I know some people on there.
Yeah, you do? Good.
Anyway. Moving right along, any other? Anybody in the public? I can't really see who's out there.
I didn't see any answer.
No hands.
No hands?
Motion to adjourn.
Yes.
Is that a second? First,
Yes.
yes. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Anybody opposed?
No.
Rich, are you opposed?
Aye.
Rich, stay. Good night.